save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? And welcome to my This is my Christmas top 10 movie. These are my top 10 movies that I watch at Christmas time with a little story behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna be like the Charles Dickens of YouTube right now. I'm gonna tell a little story behind the movies that I watch every single Christmas in the order I watch them. Because there's a reason. There's a reason in the order that I watch them. Yeah, some people they throw in random Christmas movies like, okay, I watch a Christmas movie, that's enough. But no, I have reasons. I have reasons behind my Christmas movies. So these are my top 10 movies, and I might have a couple of little rants in between here because I got a couple issues. I got a couple issues because these are my beloved Christmas movies. These are the movies that I watch every year. So you'll see. So let's first start with So it's top 10. I have 10 over here. This is not in the top 10. But this is definitely a Christmas franchise or Christmas movie that you should be watching around the holidays. And this is this is actually the DVD set, because I didn't feel like getting my Blu-ray set, the paint can set, the special paint can set that came out. For some reason, it dropped from being like really, really expensive to like, I think it was on like a clearance bin at a $5 or below or something like that. I'm pretty sure I only paid like maybe $6, $7 for the Blu-ray tin. That it's kind of weird because it's a Blu-ray DVD combination, and I guess they just released Home Alone 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and then they didn't release the rest on Blu-ray, just on DVD. So I decided to just grab my little set here. Okay, but this isn't my top 10. This is just a must for Christmas movies during the Christmas season. You got to watch at least part 1 and part 2. Yeah, let me just yeah, see this one right here. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, this one right here. Nah, that's not it either. Yeah, it's just these two. Okay, I got to throw it out there. The Macaulay Culkin ones are the Christmas ones that I watch. I don't watch any of the other ones. I watch part 1 and part 2. Part 2 mainly because I got this thing for Tim Curry. I think he's amazing in it. And it just, the stories are so much better. I'm Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. I don't know what they were thinking, but I mean, I'm sorry that poor Mr. Macaulay Culkin grew up, but it just didn't cut it with the rest of the franchise. So I got this box set. I bought the special Blu-ray set only because it had part 1 and part 2 in it. It had a cool little can and everything. That was kind of cute little thing that they put together. The can that little Macaulay sends flying down to hit the wet bandits or sticky bandits or whatever. But yeah, that's not even in the top 10. That was just the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because the other night, that is kind of okay. Let me explain. I'm going a little too fast here. These are what I watch because my kids insist that certain movies have to be watched with them. So what happens is if they go out, then I'm stuck here and I'm like, what do I watch? What am I gonna watch? And then I look at the wife. I'm like, do you want to watch a Home Alone? And she's like, all right, we can put a Home Alone, because nobody. It seems like nobody cares about the Home Alones. Nobody cares except for me and the wife. Who like watch Home Alone, but these other movies are like they have to be watched with the family. Okay, these are family movies that have to be watched with them. From number 1 to number 10 is exactly how I start the year, and you're gonna see how this goes. The first one is as far as I know, does not have a Blu-ray release as of yet. Wish it did. I don't know if they can make it any better than what it is, because I mean, it is what it is. It's this came out in 19. What are we looking at here? 19. Geez, come on, 1951. This is the black and white and colorized version of one of the original A Christmas Carols, starring Alistair Sims. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This is the start of my Christmas season. This is the Scrooge that I start my year. This is Scrooge. This is the Scrooge that starts off my Christmas year. This is the one where I sneak off into the bedroom and I put it on, and none of my family watches this. I'm the only one that watches, but this is my Christmas kickoff. This is like, okay, I am now in the Christmas spirit. To me, I don't know. I actually own, not only I watch, but I own more than half dozen Christmas carols or Scrooges or whatever. And to me, this older 1951 version is, to me, the best one. Hands down, the best non-musical best one. I just think it's creepy enough to to teach you a lesson, to get you into that Christmas vibe. Now, I think the problem is that my kids won't watch this one with me. They won't sit down and watch with me. I have a strange feeling because might convict them a little bit. Okay, this is a very convicting Christmas Carol that really, really gets under your skin. And the fact that it's so old, I mean, 1951. I usually watch the colorized one just because, but every once in a while I'll put in the black and white or colorized. Any way you look at it's still good. But some years I put on the black and white. This year I already started off. I already watched the colorized one. And it's just so well done. And the ghosts are realistic and creepy enough to get you really understanding the Christmas spirit. It gives you the Christmas season. It gets you. It's like, hey, this is not now. We watched a Christmas Carol. Now it's time to buy a tree. That's what I gotta say about that. Yeah, this one is contains two versions, black and white and color. And it says there is no Christmas Carol quite like the 1951 British version. Says Leonard Maltin. Alistair Sims as Scrooge. Yeah, this is my first one. That is my start of the Christmas season. Okay, if I don't watch that, Christmas does not begin. That's it. Bottom line. I gotta dig that out. I gotta find it, and then Christmas can begin. Next one, and yeah, Blu-ray release. That's why I said there's gonna be a little rant in here. A Blu-ray release would be nice. If there is a Blu-ray release available, and you know this movie, comment below. Yeah, comment. A dummy. There is a Blu-ray release. You're just not looking in the right place. Because I'd rather have a Blu-ray. This is a I'm all over the place. Hey, Merry Christmas. Yeah, this is a dual layer disc. So this is like one of those black and white on one side and color on the other side. You know what I mean? So it's like the reason why I watched the black and white one, the color one this year, I think, is because I just picked a side and I flipped it and I was like, okay, heads colorized, tails black and white. The next one is one that definitely should get some kind of love. Now listen, you probably never even heard of this movie. This is probably one that you don't have a clue of what the hell it is. Okay, you probably don't. You probably have no idea. And I discovered this. I gotta say I was in my I was young, really young. What year did this thing come out? Are they gonna give me 1986? Okay, so 1986. I'm semi-young, okay, still breathing, still can tie my shoes and breathe. And it is the best Christmas pageant ever, and it stars, does it say right? Yeah, Loretta Swift from MASH. Yeah, the Hot Lips from MASH. This is the start of Christmas with my family. Now, this one I have to sit down with my son, my daughters, my wife. We all sit down together. It's literally 60 minutes long. It was a made-for-TV movie. I ended up finding this on like one of those random websites where like they sell made-for-TV movies, and it doesn't even have a barcode. It is official release, I will tell you that. It says over 26,000 books sold. So yeah, this was after a book. A delightful Christmas classic from Television Representatives Incorporated. So that's what this came from. It's hard to explain because it's DVD, and it's when you watch it, it still has that feel of when I originally saw it, because it's not cleaned up, because it's not better, because it's not 4K or Blu-ray. It's not even, I don't even think it's 1080p. I don't even know what the rate is on this thing, but it just gives you that television feel. Now you're probably saying, well, why are you complaining that you should get a Blu-ray? I think everything and anything should get at least a Blu-ray chance, okay? Because I'm sure there's some kind of special features somewhere out there that they can find. This thing just says a touching and funny story. It's certain to become a classic. Children will love the best Christmas pageant ever. It's great. This is just great. It's about these kids that are like, mother's never around. They're kind of raising themselves. They're always dirty and filthy, and they're troublemakers and punks. They're blowing up things and they're doing all kinds of stuff, and they're stealing kids' lunches and everything. So one day, one of the kids in the that's getting sick and tired of the kid stealing his lunch, he's like, "Hey, listen, you should come to church. Yeah, if you can, you could take my lunch, because I go to church and I can have all the food I want. They just give me all the food I want over at church." Well, the kid makes a mistake, because they're happy to go to church because the kids ain't there. They don't go to church. But after finding out that there's free food there and free gifts and free things, all of a sudden they show up at the church. And they're having a Christmas pageant of the birth of Christ. Yes, it's the Christmas story. And all of a sudden, all of these little dirty kids and everything, troublemaking punks that are hitting each other and smacking each other, and they try out for the play, and it scares all the other kids away. And the mother, who was played by Loretta Swift, has two daughters that are in the play, and she insists that they have to be in the play, and it's just a really, really good story. I this is the one I start my Christmas season off with the family. This is the family one. Okay, if we don't watch this together, if I dare put this in and watch it in the living room without notifying the people that live here, they get a little hostile. They get a little hostile, and it messes up Christmas. So I make sure that I do not watch that until I get them downstairs. Next one, I pulled out the 4K and the Blu-ray DVD Steelbook just because. Christmas Vacation. Yes. Everyone in my family loves this movie. We can quote this movie. This movie's been watched so many times for us, not only at Christmas time, but year round. We will just throw this. I mean, it's a classic. It's just an absolute classic. Everybody knows what this movie's about. I mean, Clock. Listen, he's not going on a holiday road. Okay, matter of fact, this is the only. Fun fact. Okay, this is the only National Lampoon's Vacation movie that does not have Holiday Road in it. Their big theme song by Lindsey Buckingham. It's got a cartoon opening, and it's a Christmas Vacation song. And I gotta tell you, the family, have been watching this thing since it first came out. I saw this in the movie theater when it first came out, and I've been loving it ever since then. And we sit down as a family and we watch it, we quote it, it's almost like watching a Rocky Horror Picture Show. We kind of like yell out at the TV and everything, the different memorable verses and quotes and everything from the movie, and it's just it's a must, and the family has to watch it together. Matter of fact, this year, I got a extra special blessing because me and the wife actually went to go see Christmas Vacation in a movie theater. And it was with Chevy Chase. We had a question and answer period and everything, and it was really, really cool. It was very special, very cool. I ended up picking up an autographed jersey, Griswold jersey. I ended up picking up an autographed him going to plug in the lights there by it was a very special thing this year. It happened this year. Next one is one that I think totally flew under the radar. This one flies under the radar. A lot of people don't know about this movie, but it is great. And if you watch it with your family, and this is definitely a family-oriented movie, it's good. It's family-based. It's not rated R. It's rated PG. Deck the Halls, starring Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. This is a funny, to me, I think, lost movie. This is a lost movie. Not too many people ever talk about this. I never hear anybody talk about this. Never hear anybody review this movie. I never hear anything about it. But me and the wife, we have to sit down every year and we watch this movie. Literally what it's about is Buddy Hall, which is played by Danny DeVito. He moves in next door to the Matthew Broderick character. And he feels insignificant. He feels like his job's going nowhere and he's not amounting to anything. He's not doing anything. So he comes up with this plan. His daughters show him that you can see all the houses from outer space. You can see, if you go on Google Earth, you can see all the houses from outer space. So he goes to look at his house, and his house, he cannot see it. So he's like, even my house is insignificant. Even my house can't even be seen. Everybody else, the neighbor's house can be seen from space, but my house can't. So he decides that he's going to put as many lights as he possibly can on his house, which absolutely drives his next door neighbor, played by Matthew Broderick, crazy. So they begin to go at it and fighting and competitions and all kind. This is a really, really good Christmas movie. If you have not seen Deck the Halls, this is one you got to see. I had the DVD for years. I updated this thing to Blu-ray last year only because I found out that it had a Blu-ray. Great movie. Great movie. If you've never heard of Deck the Halls, look it up, check it out. I'm not going to say go look at it in your streaming channels because I don't think it's streaming anywhere. I've not seen this on a streaming channel anywhere. Me and the wife throw this in every year, and this is one of those that just me and the wife. It's usually just me and the wife, and there's another one that is a me and a wife one. But the kids are kind of like, if they're there and it's playing, then they'll watch it. If they're not, then it's a whatever. Here's another one that needs, this one, I am throwing this out there, definitely needs a Blu-ray release. It's possible. It is possible, and it should be already been done years ago, I think. Trapped in Paradise, starring Nicolas Cage. Um, wow. Okay, John Lovitz and Dana Carvey. This is a great Christmas movie. Okay, to sum it up very quickly, these three guys, they decide they're gonna rob a bank. They go to rob the bank, and they actually get trapped in Paradise, wherever Paradise is. I can't remember what the name of the Paradise something. They get stuck there. They get snowed in, and they're trying to escape the town with the money that they robbed from the bank. But what happens is they get into an accident. All different kinds of things happen, and the town starts to befriend them, and they start to befriend the town. So they start having guilt, and they start having regrets, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If you've never seen Trapped in Paradise, this is another Christmas movie that you gotta see. It's real funny. Another one of those that have certain dialogue that just sticks in your head, and you'll just be quoting it year round. Okay, me and a wife to this day, we still quote, like, I'll see something and I'll quote this movie, and she'll be like, she'll just start laughing. These two, Dana Carvey and John Lovitz, they get out of jail. Brothers played by Nicolas Cage. And when they get out of jail, they're driving home, and the part that sticks in my head, and me and my wife, we joke about it all the time, is he goes, hey, Dana Carvey goes, hey, can we pull over and get some ring dings and milk? And Nicolas Cage goes, ring dings and milk? Ring dings and milk? He goes, and then we can get some balloons. And you can go. It's just listen. This is a funny movie. So if you never heard of Trapped in Paradise, it is a Christmas movie. It is based around Christmas time. And it definitely has a good moral story to it. On top of it, the fact that it's really, really funny. I'm trying not to give too much detail on these things. I really prefer you to watch them than for me to describe the whole thing from beginning to end. And then next thing you know, you're like, well, I don't really need to see it now because I already know how it's going to begin. I already know how it's going to end. So we'll go with that. But that needs a Blu-ray release. Come on. Trapped in Paradise. Come on. It's made by 20th Century Fox. Who owns 20th Century Fox now? Probably Disney. Okay? Probably, because they own everything. This needs a Blu-ray release. If it came out tomorrow, I would buy it. Definitely. Next one also, I feel, needs a Blu-ray release, and as another one of our favorite Christmas movies that we watch as that was a family one. This is a family one too, and it is Dennis Leary in The Ref. Yeah, believe it or not, this is a Christmas movie. Okay, it's what happens is once again my friend Dennis Leary here, he robs a house, and he's trying to escape the town, and he can't really escape the town. So what happens is he ends up stuck in a house with this massively dysfunctional family, and he just wants to get out. And then, of course, more family members show up, almost like Griswold type family, you know, where they're all fighting and bickering, hitting each other, and everything's going wrong. And he just wants to escape the town, okay? And he just, nothing is going right on this Christmas Eve. It's just crazy. Great movie. Great movie. Definitely should have a Blu-ray release. This is owned by, I think it's owned by Touchstone. Yes. So this is a Disney. And I don't know, Disney. I know you want to buy everything. At least you could do is give us the stuff that we want. This one, Three Fugitives, all owned by Disney, and I will probably never see a Blu-ray release or a 4K release of any of these things. Next one used to be a family favorite, but now it's just a favorite between me and the wife. The kids have grown out of it. They're not grown out, but they're sick of seeing it. They're sick of seeing it because this one we will watch multiple times at Christmas time. We just absolutely love it. It is Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All The Way. What could I mean, come on. Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Christmas movie. It's not a shooting up Christmas movie. It's literally the guy forgot to get his kid the gift, the number one gift that he wanted on Christmas Day. The kid wanted a Turbo Man. Okay, and dad was too busy at work, forgot about it, and now he's out shopping on Christmas Eve to try to find this Turbo Man. And of course, it's impossible to find. What's great about this is this just brings me back to all those times of Cabbage Patch Kids, and actually there was one year when my daughter wanted a Buzz Lightyear, and I was out on Christmas Eve hunting down this Buzz Lightyear at Toys R Us and everything. I'm running around from store to store trying to find this Buzz Lightyear for my daughter, and it just was very, very familiar. So I relate a lot with the character. It wasn't that I was busy. It's just the last minute she sprung it on me, and the next thing you know, I'm running around like a nut looking for this stupid Buzz Lightyear on Christmas Eve. I mean, and I remember being crazy. We got Toys R Us. They were open late on Christmas Eve, and I'm running around. I'm looking for, and I did find it. I did find it. Unfortunately, it was not the one that she wanted. So I got it, wrapped it up, brought it home. You know, brought it home, wrapped it. Became a Christmas present, and didn't have the certain thing that she wanted. I don't know. Listen, I tried. This one includes the theatrical version and the extended director's cut film of Jingle All the Way. I'm thinking Jingle All the Way is probably due for a 4K release. I'm surprised that hasn't gonna happen yet. Next one is also a must-watch with the entire family, or they will kill me. They will literally kill me for the holidays. Okay, they will stick a apple in my mouth and probably rotate me on one of them skewer things there, like a roast pig, if I do not watch this together with them. And it is Bill Murray in Scrooged. It's a Christmas Carol. It's Scrooge. It's a newer version of Scrooge. That's all it is. They seem to really enjoy it. I enjoy it. The wife enjoys it. And that's it. Starts Bill Murray and John Gold. Is it John Gold? Wow, I can't. Wow, Bob John. Where did I get John from? Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm definitely butchering his last name. Anyway, and then this is another one of the me things there. My daughter every once in a while will watch it with me Christmas season, but this one I've been watching since I was a little kid, like real small. This one came out in 1970, so this came out before I was born, and I've been watching it probably every year since I was born. And it is Albert Finney in Scrooge. This is the musical version. What's so great about this is I think Albert Finney actually plays an excellent Scrooge. But on top of that, the songs are great. But I will tell you, there is kind of like Willy Wonka. You know, you got that Cheer Up Charlie song that nobody really likes. There is one song in this that I fast forward every year. Okay, it's the song when he's singing to it. I think he's singing to his sister when he's locked in the. Yeah, if you know the Scrooge story, the father sends him away. He's in the school or whatever. His sister goes and gets him from the school. Like you could come home, Ebenezer. Father has been so much kinder this year. And as she's walking, he goes back, and then he sees her later on, and he's got this song, and it's a weird thing. And then I think there's another one too with his girlfriend where he's singing to her too, and I'm just like I can do without it. I can do without it, but everything else is great. There's a part when I think it's a ghost. Where the heck I left off on something happened over here. We had a emergency alert, which totally kicked off all of my electronics and all of my recording things. So I'm going to try to splice this together as much as possible because I have no way I'm going back to the beginning again to redo this video. But when I left off, wherever I'm at, when I splice this together, I was at Scrooge. And Scrooge is my Christmas, my Christmas. I'm so out of it right now. I don't even know. Listen, I don't know what happened. I had an emergency alert. Didn't know what the emergency alert was. It kicked off my system, whatever, and it totally stopped me from recording everything. And I've been talking to myself for about 15 minutes after this. I'm a little irritated. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, Scrooge starring Albert Finney is one of those that I just watch by myself. This is a by myself movie. My daughter every once in a while she'll watch it with me, but this one is one of my personal favorites. I don't know how this is gonna all plan out. And then we always end the year with this. This is my Christmas Day movie to watch, okay? And it is A Christmas Story. I think every year it used to come on TBS or USA or TNT or one of them damn channels used to play A Christmas Story every single year. So what I do is, because I don't stream and I don't have those cable channels anymore, I put this on and I put it on Christmas Day and I let it play over and over and over again. And you know what this is? This is a great movie to get rid of people. Okay? If your family come to visit and they've been around way too long, put this on over and over and over again. I promise you by time number 3, they'll be like, oh, we got to go. It's time for us to go. Yeah, because that's what happens every year. And this is also a great focal. It's a focal movie, okay? I not only really enjoy the movie, but I will just focus on it, and that way the conversations are going around me, and I don't really have to join in on the conversations. I'm more of like, yeah, listen, you can. Anytime you're ready, you can thank you for the lovely gifts. Anytime you want, you can just get the hell out. Okay, Merry Christmas to you. Now it's time for you to go. Yeah, usually they'll say, Are you really gonna watch that again? I'm like, yeah, I watch this all day long on Christmas Day. I watch all day long, and as soon as they leave, I shut it off. Okay, that's the bottom line. I'll watch it once on Christmas Eve, going into Christmas Day, right after I watch Scrooge, and then I will watch this on Christmas Day in the morning, right after we're done with all of our gift opening, and then just keep it playing over and over and over again on a loop until people get fed up and they want to leave. Great Christmas movie. It's been a classic for years. I'm gonna end it at that. I'm a little irritated that I had an emergency alert, something to do with a bridge. A bridge collapsed or something happened around here. I didn't even get to read it because when I went over to go check my device, because I'm like, is this thing still recording? Because the power just went out and things just went. Maybe I should go read what's going on and find out what exactly just happened. With that said, my friends, thank you so much. You have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas to you and your families and everything else. Please like, share, give me the gift of subscribing to this channel. I would appreciate it. And I will see you later. You should have saved me some.